good?
Yeah.
Alright.
They can see you there. Malachi, you should be live now.
Alright.
Make sure this link is actually clickable. It is.
Alrighty. Alright. Podcast number 2. Yeah.
And this time we have a bit of a better setup.
Yeah. Mine was not good. Let's just say.
Yeah. His basement. The childhood basement thing, you know? Like his basement, like that thing you were trying to find in Anvil Square. You know that thing?
I don't know what he's talking about.
There's so many people.
I'm just on the side. Anyway, welcome to our podcast. Our podcast is called The Random Podcast, where we literally talk. What?
It is
that random podcast.
No,
I
it is
said
the random show.
Oh, when did we change it?
When the name of the podcast in it was oversaturated on YouTube until we changed it to the random show.
You never told me.
I literally said, but you were half asleep on the couch.
Okay. The random show then, where we literally talk about anything and everything. So
I think that's literally what I have set down in the description of the show. So we are currently still streaming over on Malachi's channel.
Yeah.
But it is a channel that you can check out in the description. The random show.
We literally can't stream on it for 24 hours.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And then Carter's over here playing Fortnite.
As always, of
almost
course.
dying.
Yeah.
But anyway, in the description of is it that random show? It's that random show, not the random show.
I just said that.
Sorry. Anyway, the description here. Welcome to That Random Show, a podcast that gets random. Join our host, Randomer Sif 8678 and Sub-0285 as they discuss all things random.
Yeah.
From pop culture to current events. We cover a wide range of topics in each episode.
You sound really sad.
You sound like too professional.
I'm dying.
Yeah.
Tune in to hear our unique perspectives and join the conversation
Don't forget
as we
to
explore.
Tune in into our.
We're still new to this, so we're still pretty much new to
the
this,
world
so
of randomness
don't
together.
Laugh.
And then
Me or
don't miss an episode of That Random Show by subscribing today.
Yes.
Oh, that's it.
Which you should
now.
do.
That was a good intro.
Subscribe
I like that
here,
intro.
Sub-0285, and the podcast.
And
So,
our guest today, Carter,
for the second time.
For the second time.
I'm kind of part of it a little bit, just a little bit though, not a big part.
No,
but I'm a part of it. Okay.
I guess I am currently. I have 169 videos.
Well,
that's pretty nice.
Subtract 100,
I have
and I like
430 something.
489.
I know.
It's.
And no one watches my crap.
Well, that's false. I wouldn't say no one watches it.
Well,
almost nobody watches it.
The
kidding.
big debate today, though, is that like you have to have this many subscribers. You have to be this big. You have to be this person, because having 1,000 subscribers today is literally nothing right now.
Yeah.
It used to be really big in like 2015, but
I mean, still for a smaller YouTuber having even a subscriber count in the triple digits is a decently big number. But then getting over to the quadruple and so on and so forth, all the way up until you get to that 1 million and more mark on that. Yeah.
I think at one point we will talk about the JFK conspiracy, because that's a pretty big debate still today, I would say.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check this audio, making sure everything is working out perfectly
that's fine. But I don't know how long you've been uploading since, but I've been uploading since 2017. So that's kind of sad. Let's be honest. So, but I really did not care about YouTube in the beginning. Well, I can't say I didn't really care. I kind of cared, but I literally remember I uploaded like 10 videos in one day once. That was a lot.
We're currently at 2 viewers.
We are just that good, I guess.
By the way.
But
I don't know if we were.
Boys, food!
That. Podcast.
Go get some food!
well, that's too bad.
That
We have
sucks.
to go get food.
Yeah.
Well, if you're watching live, I'm sorry. You can cry.
You could watch us eat.
Yeah, we're gonna get food real quick, guys. So you can look at this amazing soda, and then we're gonna talk about something.
No, I'm gonna put on the Be Right Back.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry for our food situation. I guess it does make more sense now. You know, having to eat at a reasonable date and also live streaming at a reasonable time.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, live streaming at 1 in the morning is not of best practice.
It was horrible.
We were all tired.
Yeah, I know. That's probably why I slept so long earlier. But
Yeah.
it's just it's weird. Back then, when getting 10 million was the biggest thing, and now the biggest thing is hitting 100 million.
Yeah. I mean,
I still can't even believe someone hit.
why are you? What?
Would you showcase? I'm gonna steal some of your RC boy.
Oh.
Maybe you just like drinking it out of a cup. Maybe it's more. Live it like. All right, let me ask.
Okay, you can pour the RC.
So, do you like drinking pop from the bottle?
Okay.
Or the cup? I feel like
Now,
a cup.
it
It
depends
doesn't
on-
fizz as much because it gets all the fizz out, and it doesn't like.
It depends
doesn't,
on the
like-
time and
Because
day.
when you drink it out of the bottle, it becomes mostly
Oh,
fizz in your mouth sometimes.
Yeah.
So I feel like when you pour it in there, it gets all the fizz out, or most of it, and then you're drinking more.
They can see in it.
Oh. And then you're drinking more liquid.
Now, here's something that's a little bit controversial. Is it soda or pop?
Soda pop.
I know that you're
I
just
called
gonna...
it pop when I was younger, but
Y'all know what's called? You know what's called?
it's called a fizzy. It's called a fizzy water with flavor.
I mean, I personally say soda.
No, honestly, it's...
I know there's going to be a heated debate in the comments.
Probably.
And probably one on live on stream. About soda or pop. But I personally call it soda. That's just... It seems more right, because I feel like...
I like drinking it out of the cup.
Pop is a very broad term, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Popsicle.
I mean, like... you
I
say...
said that when I was younger, but like now today, that I'm like older, now I just say soda. I keep trying to think fries. God dang it.
Sometimes I say both, honestly.
Okay. Here's the debate.
Ketchup or barbecue?
Do you mix your ketchup and barbecue, or do you leave them separate?
You leave them separate.
I personally would...
I didn't say I was going to
Leave
mix
them
them together.
separate.
I just decided to just wing it and go with just barbecue.
I think it's weird, honestly.
I mean, there's some sauce combination. I know they made this into an actual sauce, the ketchup and ranch.
They made a ketchup.
Mix?
They made a ketchup and mayo.
They also made a mustard and mayo.
No, I was like, what happened to society?
They
I
just
can see the
gave up.
mustard and mayo.
They mixed pickle. They mixed relish with what was it? It was either ketchup
Mayo.
or mayo. Yeah, it was
Mayo.
No, yeah, I could see the mustard and mayo because like it's like a sub sandwich. You know, I could see
That on a sub sandwich.
yeah. But I don't know about that ketchup
What
and
would you
mayo.
like on your sandwich? Mustard
Why
and
can't they
mayo.
just have ketchup by itself and then like everyone at my lunch is like, why do you not mix them together? Because it's disgusting. It's gross.
Well, no,
I
sometimes
don't like it.
Sometimes it's good. I mean,
I'm not
Barbecue
much of a
and,
person.
Mustard.
barbecue and honey mustard.
Or just regular mustard. It doesn't even matter.
I hardly ever eat barbecue sauce with food. Like it's super. If you see me eating it, there must be something going on with me. Like I ascended to heaven.
Either that or it's got like no taste.
Yeah,
Yeah.
might as well. But yesterday we talked about the future of VR and like what happened in our lives, like the funniest things that happened.
Yeah.
I mean, do we want to mention what happened today, or do we want to wait for a
No.
bit later?
Later.
Wait, we're
You
gonna
gotta let that cool down a little bit.
yeah, like a year or so, I would say.
Yeah.
No, the people are gonna be asking, what is it that they were talking about? And then when we talk about it, they're gonna be like, oh, well, that's
It
not
will
that
be
bad.
told at a later episode of the random show.
Episode 300.
You will not know when, and I
You
don't
ever
think
just
we would
drink
know
a pop
when.
and-
I don't know. I think just when the time is right, type thing.
Yeah.
And some of you out there, when you say it's disgusting while live streaming, what the heck, man?
What is?
Some people think it's disgusting to watch people eat and drink live.
Don't people watch
I don't know
ASMR
about-
and mukbangs?
I don't
Or
know
just
about
on videos or just YouTube videos in general.
Well, don't
Uh,
people watch like mukbangs or whatever?
drinking. I
Yeah.
feel like drinking would be fine because it's it's a glass. It doesn't take that long. I could understand eating though on stream.
At least we're talking while we're eating instead of
Yes.
just awkwardly eating in silence. You know.
Yeah.
That would be awkward. This chicken kind of hits though.
I don't know, it is pretty good. These fries are pretty good.
Could
as
use a
well.
little bit more seasoning.
That would be a
Every white
complaint with
person.
the show, with the chef, and what she would smack you. No, yeah, this is a homemade breaded chicken.
Yeah, it's homemade though.
Normally, I would cut up the chicken and bread it all, but I was, supervising Malachi.
Plus,
Totally, yeah.
if you were doing it, the piece would be mostly even.
No,
These cups are thin. I feel like they're gonna break.
well, don't try that out. I do not want to
Can you
have
believe
to-
we're going to the
things
moon
like
in
that.
like less than, in literally what, 6 years?
I mean, they already
What do
did
you
one.
mean? That's where we're
No,
gonna
not
live?
like moon
Colonization
Are you talking about colonization or what
for
are you talking
Mars.
about?
I meant
for
Mars.
Mars.
Oh.
But
Really?
they are making another trip to the moon.
They should make a base on the moon just to get out there a
People
little.
already think there's a moon base.
Yeah, but
mean-
then you use that base to fuel and as a pit stop. You go to the moon, you take a pit stop, you restock on fuel, right?
Because it's going to take like 3
Yeah.
months for them
Yeah.
to get there.
And then you go to Mars
Yeah.
after you restock on the moon. Since the moon isn't really too far away, and well, it's really far away, but I'm talking about in like how long it takes to get there terms.
Mhm.
It takes maybe like a month tops to get there. Isn't it like a couple
There could be a
weeks?
moon base and it's just on the other side of the moon.
It rotates. We rotate. Wait, does it rotate?
The moon doesn't rotate.
Really?
The moon has never
That's why there's a light side and dark side of the moon.
Well, you're right.
Yeah.
That's kind of trippy.
I didn't understand that either when I was little. So,
Overall, I mean, actually, it's a good segue. Pluto as a planet. I know it's been
people think it's a
gone. You know, it's not a planet.
What's the term
Anymore.
for it?
No,
What's the
no,
other
no.
thing?
It's not gone. They just haven't
A dwarf
acknowledged it.
planet.
Yeah, dwarf planet.
They just haven't
Because
acknowledged
it's not
it.
it's not technically inside,
Yeah.
and it rotates really weird too. It's like an oval. Like sometimes it gets pulled by other planets, so it like.
Yeah.
So.
You get bullied.
It gets bullied.
It's so funny because I feel like our generation was in that weird transition phase where we learned Pluto as a planet,
And then they
and
decided to get
then
rid of
they
it.
got rid of it.
Rid of it?
Yeah.
Rid of it.
I just remember when we would say it was a planet, and then it transitioned over to it's a dwarf planet now. What?
It's
What's-
not actually a planet.
what's
it's
the
just kinda like a
difference?
mini planet.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, then they could call any rock a mini planet, dude. There's asteroids bigger than Pluto.
Yeah. There's probably
It's just the fact that it's in the sun's orbit.
there's probably asteroids bigger than the sun. Let's like just to think
Yeah.
about that
Well, wait.
because of how
Yeah.
big the universe is.
Yeah.
Probably, but we don't know. Speaking of which, that's a new topic to talk about. Do you think there's a
Space.
thing as a metaverse or like kind of like the Spider-Man movie?
I think there's a multiverse. Yeah.
Like multiverse, yeah, multiverse. Do you think
It's
there
like-
is?
Because like maybe in another universe, we're still at my house. You walked over to my house and we just decided to hang out at my house. Or in another universe, we're at your house right now. You never know.
Maybe there's a universe where it's literally like Guardians of the Galaxy. That'd be badass.
That's probably possible. There's
Well, no, because then they'd be able to come into this galaxy.
That would be the MCU.
Yeah, and then
And-
they'd
and-
be able to come into this galaxy. How,
and
so
the
how
reason
that
why
hasn't
people
happened?
think that it doesn't exist is because no one's ever come over. But I think the reason why,
Is because they haven't discovered us yet.
yeah, they haven't discovered us yet.
Yeah,
And
or
that,
it's
that,
like,
that could be
screw this planet called Earth. That doesn't sound
Yeah,
interesting at all.
that could be years. Like
It says there's living life forms, but who cares?
Yeah.
I think outside
Probably just a bunch of animals.
I think outside the universe barrier, there are other multiverses. There's like millions and jillions of universes. But yeah, I think there's multiple universes. Like I don't know, just I've always been so fascinated with the multiverse.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I've never really thought of it that hard before to think of a different universe, like a different reality, I guess.
Yeah.
But like thinking about it, the realm of possibility is really endless. Especially when humans don't understand
Yeah.
truly the capabilities of something, as such as a multiverse. You know,
And if you think about it, the multiverse is pretty dangerous too.
yeah,
Because when you go into another universe, you do not know what you're walking into. Like in another universe, Earth could be apocalyptic, or in another universe, we're already on the moon and we're like colonizing the whole universe. You really never know. Like you don't know. Like we'll never know that in our timeline. Probably many timelines.
Yeah. Sorry, chewing. And going back to what I was saying with the realm of possibility and how humans treat everything that we don't understand as dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times have you been told that something's dangerous even though you know that's not truly dangerous? It's been a couple times for me. It's just like an ant. I always thought that was or like just other bugs, like spiders. I always thought those were dangerous, but then that's because they're inhuman to us.
Yeah.
You know, truly they're harmless
Well, we make them
to
dangerous.
some degree.
Yeah, we make some dangerous by messing with them and peeing them off.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I mean, and that's the same with literally any bug. Wasps, I mean, yeah, they are dangerous, but it's not like they're just gonna see someone and just go and sting them.
I'm gonna sting you today because I feel like it.
Yeah. You know,
I'm not having a good day. I'm gonna sting you and then die.
I mean, that would be a bee. It's not like the bug or like a wasp necessarily wants to sting you. It's just a defense mechanism for it. You know. Same with spiders. Also, I mean, you know, want to hear a fun fact about spiders?
Oh, you what?
Do you think that spiders have muscles?
Some, if not all spiders, yes.
Have muscles?
Yeah.
You're entirely wrong.
Oh boy, guys.
They do not have muscles at all. So then you might be asking yourself, how do they move? If they don't have muscles, how can they move? It's because spiders move with their blood.
Oh.
And how do they do that? Is you know what a hydraulic system is?
Yeah. I know what a hydraulic
Instead
system
of
is.
water, the spider uses its blood. Think of each leg as its a separate hydraulic system,
Ooh.
right? And every time you see that thing skirting across, it's just going. Its heart is beating so fast because it's moving that blood back and forth, back and forth.
I have come out of the closet.
Nice.
I heard you guys talking about wasps.
Just bugs.
Bugs?
Yeah.
You want to know a funny story? Story time. So, one time, I was at this Ron's old guy. I was mowing his lawn for him, and I was going along my merry way. The grass has gotten big, so you can't see like anything in the yard except for big sticks and everything. So I'm mowing the lawn, and there's obviously a couple wasps out. It's the summer, but they usually leave me alone. But then I hit this particular spot on the ground, and apparently it was a wasp nest in the ground. So I ran directly over a wasp nest with the lawnmower.
Ooh.
Then repeatedly got stung like 10 times.
Ouch.
Yeah.
And these were yellow jackets, so their sting hurt even worse. Like that crap.
I don't
did
know
not feel
the
good.
official name for those types of nests, but underground nests, yes, those.
Burrows.
No,
Oh,
no, not for wasps.
wasp.
I don't know the exact name just right off the bat. But
mac and cheese?
that is a no. That is
I'm surprised.
I guess that is one way they hide. I mean, I've seen a
That's how you want some
documentary.
fries?
I've
What?
seen
Want some fries?
Sure.
a documentary of how a dog passed away because it was running around its backyard and it found
You can just
itself
shake all of them.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to get the ones not by the mac and cheese.
a underground wasp nest, and it stuck its nose into the wasp nest.
Ooh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and it got just stung a bunch of times.
Poor thing.
Yeah.
That sucks. Did you see that one dog meme where it's like, my dog ate a wasp, and it's just like, oh.
I seen this video on YouTube a while ago where a bee went into this guy's sandwich, and when he took a bite, the bee stung his tongue at the same time, so his tongue swelled up like a balloon.
Hey, have you ever heard? My dog stepped on a bee.
No, not that. I remember that. That was cringe.
I literally stubbed my knee. I really, really need to pee.
Yeah.
It just got so like dead quiet.
I know.
I'm trying to think where to go off of that.
What did you think about the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial?
That lasted way too long.
That lasted
way too long.
Lasted way too long. Honestly, I'm glad Johnny Depp
She
won
complained
that.
about something that she knew she shouldn't have complained about. She was just being a big baby about it.
There was some good roasts in
a lot of memes came out of it though.
Yeah.
A lot.
Dude, so many people. My dog stepped on a bee.
Yeah, that was one of them.
That was one.
She even got her roles canceled for movies.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So did Johnny Depp. When they did that, both of their like stuff got canceled.
Yeah.
And
I don't think he wants anything to do with that Pirates of the Caribbean anymore because of it.
yeah,
Or
but
he's just gonna
I'm
general.
I'm pretty sure that some of his roles have begun to take him back since he won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure since he won, they're
Yeah.
not. It's not really gonna affect him. It actually made him look good more than it did anything. People were cheering for him more than Amber Heard. So if anything, it made him look a little.
I remember I was watching a TikToker. It was a girl TikToker. She lives in the city where the trial is being taken. And she went to the doors to go see Johnny Depp. And when he came through, he rolled down his window, and everyone was giving him gifts and crap. And when Amber Heard came by, you suck, go die, you a-hole.
Just polar opposites.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go bring this stuff upstairs. Give me your perks. I'll shoot that one right into the freaking ketchup.
Thank you.
Alright.
Alright.
I've
Yeah.
had practice with this before.
That's a bad idea. You could just walk around.
Well, no, but I don't want to hit any of your guys' knees.
How about, have you ever broken a bone before or fractured anything?
I've not. I've never had a serious injury. Never had any sort of surgery done.
I've
I
had
guess-
surgery done on my eye because my eye completely stopped moving. It was like an emergency surgery. And I still remember, I don't remember having the surgery, but I remember having the patch on my eye, and I can't remember which eye it was. Which eye is lower than the other?
Lower?
Yeah, like
Your right eye.
then my right eye had surgery, but I just remember wearing that eye patch for like a good week, and that sucked.
Yeah. I mean, no, yeah, I've never had to go into surgery or nothing of serious injury.
Oh, yeah, I got smacked in the face with a 2x4.
The only thing that I have had to go.
Anybody want any more of this mac and cheese that's up here?
No, we're good. Thank you.
Okay.
The only thing that I've had to go for was because I choked on a piece of chicken and I stopped breathing.
Oh
Oh
boy. Okay, alright. Don't laugh.
I mean,
Well, I mean, he did choke on some giant cock.
that's gonna have to be muted. That's gonna have to be muted.
Well, he hit it pretty subtly, so
Yeah. You can't just say,
But-
I almost died.
Basically, all I remember was after eating, I just could not breathe, and I ran in
Somebody
to the
punched
kitchen. My mom was cleaning the dishes. And I just was tapping on her shoulders like this, and she immediately she immediately just started.
Did she punch you in the stomach?
No, she
Oh,
called
man.
the ambulance. I got into the ambulance. All I remember was I was in the ambulance. Then I closed my eyes and I woke up about 2 in the morning in a recovery.
Did she not do the Heimlich on you?
I don't remember all of it. All I remember was in the ambulance.
Ambulance, not ambulance.
I fell asleep, and then I woke up in the recovery room.
I've been in the ambulance twice.
I've never been to a actual
The
hospital.
first one, they're both for the same reason. The first one, I drank my sister's milk at our other apartment in Yankton. That's where I used to reside. But oh man, and I just remember laying down in bed, and my skin was itching so bad. Like I could not stop itching, and when I went into the kitchen, I was just completely covered in hives. So my mom took some ice packs, and I tried holding them on my body, and I just couldn't. They were getting bigger.
For
and bigger
context,
and
he's
bigger.
allergic to milk. Just in case you're wondering.
Yeah.
Milk. He drank milk. What?
Yeah. And that was horrible. I remember getting on my mom's counter, and she took the needle just without warning, just. And I was.
Well, yeah, because otherwise
I
you're gonna
looked at
be
it and I
too
was like,
scared.
"Ah!" when she did it, and then we have a window where we can see the road, and I just seen the ambulance go like right by, and then pull into our area. And
Yeah.
they carried me out. But that was horrible.
What about the second time?
Oh man, the second time was for the same reason.
You
Milk.
did the same thing?
Well, it was my mom. My mom did it by accident.
Oh,
But
Hello.
hello.
alright. What do you know?
Chippas. Chippas.
Whoa, chips.
Chips.
What do you know?
Thank you.
I don't care.
What?
Ooh, honey, thank you. But,
Yeah.
so the second time, my mom. It now today I pour my own milk or my own soy milk because of this.
Milk.
But
you just said
she would have a certain cup for me that I would drink soy milk in, and she poured regular milk into it by accident.
Oh.
And when we were eating spaghetti that night, I remember I was like, why do my lips burn so bad? And I walk up to my mom's room and I'm itching them like this, and she's like, what are you doing? And I said, my lips itch really, really bad. And she said, go put some lotion on. And I remember going to my room, putting lotion on, and then I walked back into my mom's room, and she freaked out. And she said, go downstairs, I'm going to call 911. And I remember she ran downstairs because she left her phone. And then she went running upstairs telling them what was going on. And I looked in the mirror, and I looked like Donald Duck.
It's kind of funny how you say, I just got done pouring my own milk. You stuttered and you said milk instead of soy milk. After literally giving a spiel about how you died by milk. So I just poured my own glass of milk. Like,
Yeah.
and that's how I died.
And, okay, first, the police showed up, and they went to, like, the very end of our hallway in our apartment right now. Then the firemen came in, and then they were standing by, like, the couch in the living room. And then the people in the ambulance, there were, like, 15 people in our house.
So she just called it.
They all
911
they all had to come just in case.
Yeah.
So, and they were. I just remember because I remember I was playing Slender
where'd
the
he go?
Arrival at the time. I was so obsessed with like creepypastas at the time, and yeah, we were eating spaghetti too. If you were wondering, that's what we were eating that night. But I just remember getting in I walked out to the ambulance.
See,
And-
ambulance, that's how you say it.
Ambulance.
Ambulance.
I'm sorry that I have a speech impediment.
I climbed in, and
Ambulance.
they strapped me to this thing, and then they put medicine in my arm, like, without warning.
Oh.
I didn't even know. They grabbed my arm, and I was like, oh, what are you doing? I didn't even know.
People like putting drugs in
And
your
they let me
house, I
pick
guess.
between two stuffed animals.
I mean, honestly, that's worth it.
Yeah. I still have it today, too. It's in a box somewhere.
Two
but-
stuffed animals, worth it, you know.
I remember...
If you ever
I
want a
don't
stuffed
remember.
animal,
I
that's
don't
what you
remember
do.
much of like what happened because I think I started going in and out. Like I was,
How's
because
ice
my
fries?
throat started swelling up, so I started
Yeah.
going in and out. And I remember we were sitting in this waiting room,
You guys
and then
love
I got
not to
and then
breathe.
I got dragged into this recovery room, and they had to put a shot in my butt, and it freaking hurt so bad. Like, I don't think I've ever experienced pain like that before. And
the doctors will stick a needle that's 2 feet long in your butt. What?
no, like right here, not like, but like it
How big was the
hurt.
needle?
Yeah.
It freaking hurt.
How big was the needle? My dad always
normal needle.
My dad always used
I was
to
like,
tell
oh,
me
yeah.
that, like, oh my god, if you're naughty, they'll put like a needle this big in your butt.
I just remember, oh yes, this is gonna be fun. Oh no, this is not fine. Oh man, this really hurts. Dude, can you stop right now? Why is it in there still? But I think one of them, it was my birthday.
Wow.
So
On one of the
for
days
your birthday, you ended up having to a hospital visit.
Yeah. I think it was the next day. Was my birthday on one of them, but yeah, that really sucked.
It's your birthday. You were in debt.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my story. But I fractured this wrist, and then I fractured, what was it?
You get hurt
This ankle.
like really easily.
I think it was
Oh
this
yeah,
ankle.
I do remember.
Because
Gavin, where the
yeah, that's when we
boot-
like really started hanging out.
Yeah.
Mm. And he was,
I'm
like,
sorry
crippled.
you're not in the picture right now, but
Yeah, I know.
But-
well, that's because we met only for like 2 years ago.
excuse
so.
me.
Yeah.
But I remember at the time
I'm important though.
what game were we obsessed with then?
Destiny.
Because I remember I stayed over at your apartment for like 5 days.
Destiny. He used to play Destiny a lot.
I want to say, what are you on about?
I think it was Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
Oh.
Call of Duty, Minecraft.
It was mainly Call of Duty, Minecraft, and R6. That's when we really started playing R6. But
Yeah.
he died, if you're wondering. Why did I look at you when I said that? I don't know.
He died.
But the first time how I fractured my ankle, we were in gym class, and we were playing air hockey. You know where this is going already.
Hey, I found an axe.
The puck. Here, let me see that actually.
That down.
So the puck went sliding across the floor. Everyone went at it, and I just remember everyone went like this, and I felt I felt like 15 of them whack my ankle. I have never endured so much pain in my life. It hurt so bad. I literally fell to the ground because of how much it hurt.
Have you seen those people that do like grab their scooters and they purposely spin it really fast and?
Well, they do that, but they don't mean to hit their ankles though. It's for a trick.
Well, no, they
Some
no.
people-
There's some people that actually like spin it and then it makes. They purposely stand there and then let people whack them in the shins,
Yeah.
and you can hear the dunk.
I remember my gym teacher, I went on the other side. I was literally dragging my foot, and she's like, "You okay?" I was like, "I can't feel my ankle. It really, really hurts." I said, I just felt like 15 people whacked my ankle. And she's like, "Do you need to sit down?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm literally dragging it. I cannot get it to move."
And then the next day you walk in with a boot.
No, it wasn't even that.
Did you fracture or break it?
I fractured it. So,
So what's the difference between a fracture and
a
a
fracture
break?
is like cracking.
Cracking.
Like
Oh
slight
yeah,
cracking.
like a
And
chip
then
or a crack.
severe
Yeah.
fractures are like severe cracks, and then a broken bone is your bone literally broke.
Completely separating. Yeah.
Yeah, but when school got out, I sat outside and everyone noticed. All the teachers were like, "You okay?" I was like, "I can't feel my ankle at all. I literally cannot feel it." And I remember like normal ankles, my ankle was like this. It was so freaking
Just
swollen.
swollen.
Yeah, and when we went in, they were like, "Yep, you fractured your ankle." And
Really?
This-
I didn't happen to notice.
This brought in like a balloon and says, "Congratulations."
Congratulations, you fractured your knee.
But I still remember when they gave me crutches, showed me how to use them and stuff, and then I walked in to school 2 days later.
I
with
really
a boot.
hope you walked around to all 15 of the kids that
No, I
walked
didn't
you
even
and
walk in
hit
with
them
the
in the
boot.
shins with your
Yeah,
crutches.
you just-
Come here!
Hey. Yeah.
They gave me this bandage for my foot. I had to wear it for like a week, and I had to use crutches. That sucked so bad because my classes were literally on the opposite ends of school.
I know a fraction of your pain. Just like a small fraction. Like, I hated, like,
When he,
I have big feet, so, like, and I didn't really walk in the best shoes. I used to
Bring
wear
her upstairs.
Converse, believe it or not. And,
go bring her upstairs.
Wait,
my ankles,
Well, she
my
can
ankles
sit right
would
here.
move out.
She's gonna be walking.
Hexen,
around,
my
though.
ankles would move out like this,
As long as she sits
and
it's fine.
that stint or the thing that he had to hold his leg, I had to wear like a really tight Velcro sleeve that like I could barely like move my foot in it. I looked like I was like Steve walking in Minecraft, and like I had to wear it on both of my ankles because my ankles were like messed up.
Yeah.
And then I'll talk one last time, and then I'll let you guys talk for a little bit. But how I broke my hand, or didn't break it, I fractured my wrist. I was in the mental hospital. I'll talk about why I was in the mental hospital, but or another day. But we were playing volleyball, and I started to walk backwards, and because I was gonna try to hit the ball, and I fell, and I tried saving myself, and I landed right on my hand like this, and I could just hear
Just
in my wrist.
just a crack.
Yeah.
Landed.
Do you want to like?
And I just remember sitting there, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I just fractured my wrist.
I'm pretty sure I
Yeah.
know why you went into the mental hospital. Because instead of pecan pie, you said pecan pie, didn't you? That deserves someone to go to the mental hospital. If you say pecan, you deserve to go to the mental hospital.
It's
Who says pecan?
It's pecan.
Okay.
But gosh,
can't.
they took so many
Come on.
safety measures. This guy was walking with me to this. We literally walked for like 10 minutes to this area to get my hand X-rayed.
You shouldn't be walking like. Oh, I thought we were talking about your ankle for a second. I'm like,
Yeah, we literally walked for like 10 minutes. And I was just holding my hand like this, and my hand was just like this whole area here was dark red. And it hurt so bad. And when they took an X-ray, they were like, "You have indeed fractured it."
You love fractures.
They're like, they
was
knew
only- it was-
beforehand, but they're just like, we need proof.
It
I'm
was
starting
like,
to see your favorite numbers too.
that was my second to last day at the mental hospital too. So I was like, I literally thought, I was like, this could not get worse.
Like, I feel like your favorite number is kind of 2 right now. You like 2. You've got 2 times you've gotten.
Yeah,
You've
what?
drinking milk.
what
2 times you
coincidence.
fractured yourself. You got 2 eyes. You got 2 ears. You got 2 feet. You got 2 legs.
I got 2 years left of school.
See, your favorite number is 2
Yeah.
right now.
Next year will be my last. Thank the Lord.
You barely got 2 hours of sleep last night.
Alright, you guys can
No,
talk about whatever. I talked for a pretty long time.
I mean, going back to just kind of those needles things, all that needle stuff. I
I hate needles.
I
Wait, when?
I can't do needles.
Where did this conversation sprout from? Like, what were we talking before we went into like all of our
We're
medical
just
stuff?
the random,
Ambulance.
the random show.
No, but we're
We
no.
literally
But that's
talking about
still
random
medical
stuff.
stuff.
We talk about random stuff. That's literally
That-
the.
but I know,
whole
but it's
purpose.
just so random. It's like
Well,
this is
we-
like random.
Well, we can have just one major topic.
Yeah, one. Well, this I want to say. I hope this is not the major
Well,
topic, but it could.
we're gonna
be.
have nothing
Could
to
be.
talk about if we talk about like 10 different things in like one episode.
But for I cannot do needles. For me, needles. I cannot do. Even when they say you ain't gonna feel it, I feel it, and
I just don't look.
I
I don't look. I just.
I can physically take the pain.
Let me know when it's done.
I can physically take
Yeah.
the pain. The thing is, I can physically take the pain, but then I remember that because I didn't like it. I could take it, but I really don't like
oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, in my mind's just like, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it, and then what happens, I'm like, oh, it ain't that bad. But I still don't like it.
I remember I had this. Well, instead of they didn't have butterfly needles that day, so I had to have this thick needle one time. And when they put it in, I was like, I'm gonna kill you right after this. I'm gonna.
I have
sock you
a
in the
funny
face.
story about that. I
mean,
could talk
that's
about
like-
too. I feel like I have a phobia of needles almost.
I have a phobia of spiders. If I see a spider, I'm
And
literally
then-
gonna grab the nearest nuke nearby.
You can grab the
Nuke
nearest
it.
red button on the president's
Yeah.
desk, and you're just
I'm
you're just
gonna-
gonna hit that
Yeah.
multiple times.
He's
He's just gonna get a drum kit. That's just one big red button that he.
I'm not afraid of, I'm not really afraid of bugs in general. I'm just afraid of bugs when I sleep because
I'm not
I've had
afraid of
so many.
bugs, but I'm
I've
afraid
had a
of
couple
bugs.
times where like I'll be sleeping, and on the rare occasion that a bug does get in my room, they're like this. And I'm just like, I completely like when I wake up.
I have two good stories.
No, when
now
I
to
wake
talk
up-
about.
When I wake up fast. Like I might be in deep sleep, but as soon as I feel, I'm just I'm up. I'm standing. I'm standing. I grab my blankets, then I whip them out, and I find the bug, and I'm just like,
Hey,
and because so every time
this is private property.
and my mom asks, Carter, why do you cocoon yourself? One, it keeps me warm. Yes. It makes an airtight seal, no bugs get in. I cover both of my ears, and my nose is basically like an inch away from a thing, so I can go like this.
So perfect distance for a bug to crawl right up in there.
No. But the thing is, I make sure to almost cover every hole on my face because I don't want anything to touch me. It bothers me. Like, Carter, why are you all cocooned? This is sanitary and safe. I'm chilling here. No bugs. No bugs are gonna touch me here.
That just makes me think, like, I still do this to this day. If, like, it's dark in my room and I put the blanket over my face, alright, if I take my blanket off, I'm gonna get attacked by something. So then I'll just sit there with my blanket over, and then when I flip it, close eyes, don't open them, don't ever open them.
Have you ever you've gotten your blanket, like, super duper warm and your toe just sticks out, and you're just like,
or you have to
yep,
use
the monsters are grabbing it.
or you're super comfy and you have to use the restroom.
Oh yeah,
That
Dude,
sucks.
My mom's like, Carter, why does it take you so long to get up? I'm like, you don't get it. Like, I've spent like 6 hours asleep
You don't get it.
making this warmth
Uncomfortable.
under. Like, I spent 6 hours of my sleep to make this warmth and comfort under this blanket, and now you're asking me to get up while I'm still cranky and trying to process light and everything. It's just like, I'm trying to wake up, and I'm like super comfortable right now. Give me a minute to convince myself I have to get up and do something.
Yeah, I'll say one more thing and then you can say your stories.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I forgot.
Say your story.
After you said that. Right? Not even 2 seconds later, you knew what you were going to talk about.
No,
and
now
you're like,
I
"Oh,
remember."
forgot."
This is actually a proven fact. People
Wait, no, I'm going to keep talking until you forget again.
Yeah, people with ADHD, it's harder for them to wake up, and I have ADHD, and like I don't think my parents really understand that. It's super, super hard for me to get up sometimes. Like remember I kept falling asleep on the futon and I tried so hard to stay up. That's just because I have ADHD and it's super, super hard.
Isn't there different types of ADHD? Because my sister has...
There's different, like, strength, not really strength levels, but there's different levels, and I have a really, really severe rate of it.
Do you want to know an interesting fact about ADHD? Coffee... This is not for everybody, but it's
I
like,
see the Xbox
over-
controller.
overall, like, people with ADHD, when they drink coffee and anything with large amounts of caffeine, sometimes it calms them more than it gets them all hyper. Like Grant, one of our buddies, he drinks coffee and he downs energy drinks, everything like that, and he acts calmer when he's not on his pills than he does drinking three monsters.
I think that's me, but I'm addicted, and I need to get unaddicted.
Well,
but,
either that or you gotta try to get your body to drink at a considerate rate.
Yeah, but I'm like,
but
I used to be addicted to orange juice. I think that was my main thing to drink.
That's not that bad.
No, like
it's
really it can get dangerous when you start drinking too much of it, because sometimes when you drink a lot of orange juice, what's the vitamin in it again?
Vitamin C.
Vitamin C. You have a vitamin C deficiency, which means you just have a vitamin deficiency, or you have scurvy.
I'm super surprised that I don't have diabetes.
I'm super surprised too for like how much soda I've drinking in the past before.
And especially in the past 2 days.
When 2020 hit, I was so depressed, dude. I'm pretty sure a lot of you felt it too. I was so sad.
Actually, no. That was actually... I'm not going to say it was a good thing that happened, but, like, I definitely...
It definitely motivated me to do YouTube more.
The thing is, I, don't hate on me for this. It wasn't a good thing, but I actually enjoyed it a lot better than going to school, because I like just minding my business. And
I gave up on remember that Edgenuity video?
Oh.
Yeah, I gave up on it. And the Edgenuity video, I can look it up. But the Edgenuity video, we recorded at like 2 in the morning. We were just talking about random stuff. There's still that giant brick on your face too, in the video. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that comment. But
It is so laggy, it's tripping me out.
Well, it's just for chat.
Oh, true.
my Gangster's Paradise overtook number 1, but This Is Why Ingenuity Sucks has 2.5 thousand views.
That is
The first day, it had like 400 immediately, and, and you were like,
what?
what going on?
Yeah. No, anyways, I have a few good stories. One, my almost phobia-like fear of needles, and I swear I have a phobia of blood. My blood.
I hate seeing
Like-
large amounts of blood.
For it's similar. It's like if it's like all in one area. I
It's
guess.
fine. It's fine for me for video games, but in real life, if I see a ton of it, then I'm like,
Yeah, and then like, it doesn't help that when you have to get like your blood drawn, which for me just, I
are you
just
about to say like you passed out or something?
have to. I almost did.
I did one time.
Oh.
I'll tell you when you're done with your stories.
But anyway, I remember I get my blood drawn, and they did 3 in this arm. They tried 3 different needles.
Oh yeah, dude. Well,
In
there's always
this
that
arm.
one doctor. All right, let me try another
Looks
one.
like you're on
Dude, this is like
heroin.
the 8th needle you've
Yeah.
tried.
Yeah.
It looks like you're at heroin again.
Yeah,
And
your
then-
arm's just like.
And then
your
also,
arms-
and then they did 3 in this arm, and then they went back to this arm. And they continued that process for like 2.
I'm pretty sure you
more
stayed
times.
home because after that you didn't really feel too well.
that
after
was
getting
that
your
was
arms
that was a
fucked.
recent one.
They actually when they did it,
But, like-
they did 8 on this side.
Oh no, I don't.
8
know.
on this side, and then they said, you know what, let's just use your the back of your hand. I was like, what? When are you gonna do?
It really does trip me out when they draw blood because I'm like, I don't feel a damn thing. I don't feel the blood leaving my body. How does this make sense?
I didn't even feel it when they put it in. I was
No.
like, I looked away and I was like, is it in there? Like, we're done already. And I was like, well, you could have told me.
Like, no, they. So anyway, back to my story. And then for like the
Crap.
seventh
Oh, boy.
needle in this arm, they finally were able to get a vein.
You're just sitting there.
And then I was just like, I almost felt like I was hyperventilating.
Ooh.
And then they had to get like, it felt like a whole quart of blood, I swear. It was like a large amount of blood they had to draw. I just watched it and it's just, just hyperventilating as they're doing it. And then, it was done. I was just like, Mom, do I have to go to school? And she was like, yes. I'm like, So I went to school and then all that. And then I had to get my
Somebody got yelled at.
I had to get my blood drawn recently for just some, I guess, medical reasons.
He's dying.
And they they couldn't get blood. We went in there and they did like 2 in this arm, 1 in this arm, and then they switched. They went from butterfly, and then and they're like, let's try this bigger needle.
Oh,
I was
boy.
just no.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help that the guy doing it
Hold your
was
arm
not
still.
was not a professional either. He was like a trainee in it. It was just, and he was about to do the here, let me move it around maneuver. And I was just like, hell no.
Yeah.
They couldn't get blood, and it was like, they gave me a cup of water, and I was like, I just drinking it the whole time because I almost fainted.
Just sitting here like this.
Just shaking. No, I almost fainted, and that was it. And then just recently, because I was sick for a whole week, they had to get blood again. Why? Because I guess they needed to make sure that my white blood cells were at a normal level. Or,
Well, that's understandable, but
you know.
But-
And then, lady walks in, and then she's carrying like the thing with all like the blood, all the tubes and stuff. I'm just like, God damn it.
yeah.
And she goes in, she ties up this arm, she feels nothing. She goes here, feels nothing, and she's like, we're just gonna finger poke you.
Yeah.
That was it. And she's like, since I can feel the needle, I could feel it, and every single time, because she has to squeeze it and
Yeah.
then scrape it, I could just feel it. Yeah, I just feel it over and over again.
We've been doing this for an hour. Can we,
We've
like, just be
We've been
done?
doing this for 10 minutes. Please tell me that's enough damn
Yeah.
blood. No, and just to, mix it up, but that was really nice that she didn't like say, "Oh, we can't feel a vein here, can't feel a vein here."
Yeah. Oh boy, thank you. Yeah.
Like, at least she was just like, "We can't feel veins, we're just gonna do a finger poke." But then I also have rolling veins too, which I don't know if you guys know anything about rolling
They like
veins.
move or avoid things.
Yeah, so
Or foreign things in there.
the veins you can just roll around to a certain degree, right? So like they feel one, they poke it, what? Just nothing.
Yeah.
And
Do you guys have that
then
thing in your arm?
that tendon?
that middle tendon.
Yeah.
But yeah, almost
No,
everybody does.
not
No.
everyone.
It's a trait that we're losing.
Yeah.
Because we
You mean
don't
the
need
third one?
this middle one right here.
Right here?
This long tendon that goes all the way
No.
down.
This one?
Long tendon.
This one right here? That one?
I don't know for sure.
Look, yeah, you have it.
The middle
Yeah.
one right here?
Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah, what about it?
It's a trait that that humans are losing. Like,
Why?
because we don't need it as much anymore. We're not like
What did they use for? I use it
like
almost
I'm pretty
all the
sure
time.
like climbing and
climbing.
stuff. Yeah.
It was just for climbing.
I use my hands all the time though.
Well, I know, but
do you not- you're not
we have
rock climbing,
we,
are you?
we have even we have bigger, better muscles than like these sides right here, that are meant
Yeah,
for
that do all of that, and so
Yeah.
this tendon's just and this tendon can be surgically removed to go into like a different area of the body if it's needed.
You want to
Too.
say anything? You've been sitting here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking and I'm just listening, really.
Well, you can listen while talking.
I've made some conversation points here now.
How about I talk about when I passed out?
Sure.
So this actually happened like 2 months ago, and I didn't eat at all this morning. This one particular morning, like we were being rushed out the door, and when we got there, I was like, I don't feel good. I really do not feel good. And when we got in there, I like started to feel really nauseated, and when I went to do blood, I like started to feel a little fine. But as soon as I seen that needle, and I was like, oh man, what, am I tripping or something? Because I literally saw my arm start to double, and my arm started like doubling, and I was like, hey dude, you gotta take it out. I think I'm gonna pass out. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, you gotta take it out right now. I'm gonna pass out. He takes it out, and I just go like this.
You just fall over.
Yeah, he runs over and catches me, and I wake up, and I like, oh, what? And he's like, you just passed out. I was like, yeah, I know. I've never had this happen before.
Do you want to know what sucks? I'm pretty sure I got a little bit of my mom's iron deficiency, and also I'm tall as hell, so anytime I like get up, like I gotta sit there for a second, and I'm just like, all right.
Give me a sec.
Or
Alright.
or it's like standing up too fast when you wake up in the morning. You're like, oh man.
No, but the thing is, it really sucks because one time, I was walking in the middle of the hallway. I got up like 5 minutes ago, but then it just hit me. My eyes were wide open and I couldn't see a thing. They were wide. No, I could not see a thing, and they were wide open. Like I just sat there and everything was so blurry. Like
I'm gonna
they
use
were
the restroom,
wide
but you
open.
can keep talking.
it sounds like it literally looked like a flashbang. Like
You just couldn't see nothing.
I could not see anything for a second, and I'm holding the walls, and I'm just like I can't, like a cat, and my mom's like, Carter, what are you doing? Because they always think I'm like being dramatic or whatever, and I'm just like, Mom, give me a minute, give me a minute. I'm literally about to.
I can't see it.
I've never passed out before, so I don't really know what it feels like. But I think that's the closest I felt to like passing out, because like otherwise I never dealt with anything like that before. Never passed out. They really almost passed out, except for that. But otherwise, yeah, nothing really happens. And it's kind of weird. But I was watching this one YouTube video. This guy's like,
Oh, it's
like-
cold.
it's like, so people with
It's a lot colder
low.
than I thought.
There was this one video I was watching on YouTube, right? This guy's like, so people with low iron deficiency, they have these pills that you get, right? And so then when you bend down and you get up, you don't, like fall over.
Mhm.
But see, in this store, they put the low iron deficiency on the lowest shelf possible. So you see, when
Oh,
people
boy.
get up,
I'm sure that's fun.
they just fall down.
Oh man, I'm tripping.
they go to get the pillows. All right, time to go. Oh shit.
Yeah. But what else?
I don't. So I guess another topic we could talk about is getting up in the morning.
Oh,
You know, I guess we kind of mentioned it a
Oh
bit.
boy, here we go, guys. We're getting to the deep part now.
Like, just how do you guys get up in the morning? Is it like you sit there in
I have
bed
to
for
be
a second?
I have to be. I'll sit
For-
there like this for like 10 minutes, contemplating life.
So here's what I do. Like I'll be sleeping, right? And my mom will be like, wake up, and I'm like, all right. And then then I wake up, I look at her, and I set my head back down on the pillow. And I don't really go back to sleep. I'm just kind of like half there, half not, and I'm like mentally talking to myself, and I'm like, just give me a second. I'm just resting my eyes real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, should I get up? Oh, fuck it. And then usually what I do is I crack my back a couple of times, and I just go, and then I'm like, that feels better now. Now I'll get up, and then like I'll be laying down, right, and then I'll slide my legs off first. I'll sit there for a second, and I'll like rub my face,
Rub
put
your
my
face.
Sitting there rubbing
put
your
my
face over
put my
the-
hair back, stretch a little bit, and maybe like wake myself up and everything.
I don't know
So,
why, but I sit there like this
yeah.
sometimes. I'm just like, why am I sitting like this?
Either
Why do I
that
do
or I'll
this?
go like
Just
this.
Wakanda forever. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I'm like this.
Yeah,
just
and then
blank face.
and then
Yeah.
usually while I'm still sitting, my backpack and phone aren't that close, so I grab my charger. I put my backpack's like right there. My charger is charging like right there, so I grab the cord, put it in there. I grab my thing, put it in there while I'm still sitting, and I grab my phone charger, put it in there, get myself situated in my radius, right?
And then he stands up and he falls over again.
No,
Because
and
of iron
then I
deficiency.
stand up, and then I get my clothes on, and
Just imagine you're just getting ready, you just stand up and you just fall right back down in bed.
Or like, okay, I don't know if this is just me, but like, I'll lay there for 10 minutes. I have to lay there to like physically start waking up, because then I start thinking about things. That's the time I think about things I haven't thought of in like years. It's at night for me too, in like the middle of the night. Like, I remember that embarrassing moment.
yeah, that's gonna be me
Just
thinking
something
about
that
today.
you never forgot, like you forgot about, and then it just comes right back to you, just like that.
Yeah.
Just
That's
that.
gonna be what happened today. I'm gonna be like,
I-
I fucked up.
This has happened. This has happened a couple times. Like, I know my parents, like the way they walk, like their steps, and I heard my dad bolting up the stairs to see if I was up, and I was just like, I was laying down like this, and all of a sudden, he was
Yeah.
like,
Hello,
"Are you-"
father.
He literally walked. He walked in. Are you up? Yeah.
Do y'all know something awesome? So my mom doesn't get this. She's like, Carter, why do you want to lock on your room? I don't know what it is. Anytime I go to sleep at my dad's, right? I don't know. It's just a habit. Makes me feel a little bit more safe. I don't know why, but it just makes me feel better when I just lock my door. My parents, like, I'm not jacking off or anything or doing anything like that. But no, it makes me feel more safe. I don't know what it is. It's just a comfort thing. I just lock it. It makes me feel more safe.
Yeah.
And because then it makes me feel more comfortable to shut my lights off and everything. And so that's usually what I do. And my mom's like, why do you want to do that? Then you won't wake up. I'm like, well, that's not usually what happens. Because usually
Yeah.
the thing is, my body, like, during the summer, my body adjusts and it goes like, yep, I usually don't wake up until 8, 9
My
o'clock.
body hates me in the
Mhm.
summer. Over the years, I think I've woken up like 10 times later. Like, I'm not even joking. Like 4 years ago, I could wake up at 9 in the morning and it'd be completely fine. Now I wake up at like 3, 4 in the afternoon. And I'm like, I want to go back to bed, dude. I'm tired still.
Yes.
Yeah, but the thing is though, my mom's like, well, then you would wake up. What my dad used to do is like the thing. Well, here, let me explain. So what I usually do
He
is
lockpicks the lock and makes sure.
no. What I usually do is like I don't know what it is, but my body wakes up, but my brain doesn't wake up. So it's kind of like I'm like in 3D person. So I'm just like there, but I'm still sleeping.
3D person.
And like I'm third person. I'm in third person. kinda.
3D person.
It feels like I'm the narrator in the story. I'm just there looking at it. No, but seriously, like I'll like my
He's
like,
playing Sims.
no, actually, it's the other way around. My mind will wake up and my head will, but my body is just still asleep. So I'll just sit there, still kind of sleeping, but I'll be like listening very carefully because usually when my dad wakes me up or Jen, all they do is they walk up to me my door and go, "Time to get up," and then I'm just like, "Yeah, I'm up." When I've actually just been sitting there for like 30 minutes waiting for them to knock on the door.
There's this idea I actually want to try out for when I wake up in the morning. If I don't wake up in time, like my phone will go off. It'll slowly ring. There'll be string attached to it, and then when it falls, because I don't get it in time, a bucket of water will dump on me as a punishment.
So a Rube Goldberg machine.
Yeah, because I used to be obsessed with those, and like I have this whole idea on like how it'll work too. It'll like be around like a piece of wood up here, and there would be this cup that's sitting here like with string around it. So when it gets
maybe
cold,
not a bucket of water, but maybe
Yeah.
it's
He
something
soaks
like
everything.
or maybe
Everything
like,
has mold on it.
or maybe like spray, and then it gets pulled, and then I get sprayed, and I'm like, oh, okay, fine, I'm up. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So, but I am gonna share the stream real quick.
I have something similar to yours where you knew when it was your dad. Thing is, I live like under the basement, right? And
Look at the camera real quick.
I hear. What are we doing?
I'm just sharing the podcast.
So
Yeah.
what I've trained my brain to do is like the kitchen is right above my room almost.
Right.
So I know when the garage door opens. I know basically whose car it is. I know when somebody enters the house. And I've gotten to the point where I can tell almost exactly who it is. I'm like, alright, that's Corey. Corey's footsteps, he's a more bigger guy. He doesn't really pick his feet up all the time, so his foot kind of lands heavy. So first it sounds heavy, but then it sounds deep as well. So I already know that's Corey's. And then my mom's is like, this is at night especially because if someone's trying to go into the food and sneak in, I'll be like,
Yeah.
like my sister, she tries to be quiet, so I could hear her just go.
So
My mom and Corey own the house, so they don't give a shit. So they just walk like normal,
Right.
since they own the house. So I already know, it's at like 12 a.m. My sister wouldn't walk like this because she doesn't want to wake anybody up. So it's probably my mom or Corey, and then I can narrow it down by how the steps sound. So, like, I've got to this point where it's just I've even gone upstairs and I've scared my sister sometimes. I'll hear her try to be quiet and she'll go, and I'll go upstairs and I'm like, Brianna, what are you doing? Not that loud, obviously. People are sleeping. I'm like, Brianna, what are you doing? She's like, oh, God, you're scaring me. She's starting to take after me. See, you guys don't really, you guys always say at sleepovers and everything, I'm really loud. But if I wanted to,
I can't lie, but you're pretty fun to talk to.
If I'm not lying, like outside of my friend group at night, if I want to go up and get something to eat, or if I'm just by myself, I'm really quiet. And like especially at night, if I want to go upstairs and get something to eat, like say it's like 1 a.m. right?
Always so quiet. I like going up the stairs slowly.
Yeah, at night, it's already really quiet because almost everybody's asleep, and it's already quiet the way it is. So, but I like socks are your best friend if you're trying to sneak on hardwood floor.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
I've always used you skip a step, you step right here, then you skip a step on this step, so that you're going back and forth between the wood.
Yeah.
No, but my sister is starting to take after
you
me.
eventually get to the point where you know where the squeaky wood panels are, and so you're just ninja, just make sure. I know that one is. So you just step over that one.
Our stairs at our new house are so squeaky. No matter where you step, and it's like. Argh.
Yeah, but my sister's starting to take after me. What she do is we know the location of the cameras our parents put in the kitchen to catch us do stuff. So, but my sister's still kind of dumb and doesn't know how to deal with it 100%. So what she'll do is I already know when she's going up there because I could hear her, and because first she's not really sneaky all the time, and two, what she does is I know when to rotate the camera. It's like, oh, yep, the camera's there.
Yeah.
But the thing is, unlike her, I put it back the way it was. she leaves it like that. So my parents walk in the kitchen and they're like, was somebody in the kitchen? I'm like, wasn't me.
Yeah.
Because I already know it wasn't me. So I'm already, because when they're like, Carter, was it you? I'll be like, no, it wasn't me.
No.
But like when it's somebody else, I'll be like, no, it wasn't. It was Brianna.
Yeah.
Because they know when I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I guess my sleep thing is I have to be up I have to be up as soon as I wake up, or else I will fall back asleep.
You know how I am now. Like, especially during sleepovers, they know this for sure. Like, during sleepovers, I am the hardest person to wake up. Like, no matter what you do, I'm not gonna wake up.
I mean,
well, you
Jason,
guys both say that. You guys both say that, but then I can wake you guys with these. This guy says, my mom wakes me up and I almost beat her. Because he'll be sleeping and he'll go like this. And he punched a hole in his wall. But
not a hole in my wall. That's concrete.
Oh, well, yeah. But
that's concrete.
But what I was like, but whenever I wake him up, he doesn't do anything. I'm like, Hexen.
He's here, Malcolm. But he just said, chat.
Oh, but I'm like, Hexen, and then sometimes I tap on your head to like, so you're like, I'm like, wake up, and you're just like, oh, like you never once hit me. You never once hit me before.
Yo, thanks for joining, Mr. Glass Gamer.
And
you did spell my name wrong though. I'll type it in the chat for you. It's okay.
Malachi.
A lot of people spell my name wrong.
I've woke you up once, and you weren't even that hard to wake up. You guys say that, but then like
no, I think it's different for like waking up in the morning for like.
Oh yeah,
school,
waking up in the morning, but then,
like if I did not sleep at all that night, then it's even harder for me too.
No, but we'd stay up till like 4 a.m. We only get like 5 hours of sleep, which is what Hexton usually gets, right? And I'll wake him up and nothing. And then same thing for you. I woke you up like once. I've only woke you up once or twice, but you weren't really that hard to wake up.
For me, I get like really like because mainly that situation where I punched my wall was because I was sleep deprived and I was just crabby the whole day.
Do you want to know what I'm really mad about?
And those two conversations just not work together.
I wish I was kind of like you guys a little bit more, or like you, Hickson, where like we're to the point where I'm like so tired that I could like I'm already so tired. My my mind and body are like, oh yeah, like if I wanted to, I could stay, but my body's got to the point where no matter how tired I am, it's just like I gotta stay up. So unlike you, I am like tired to the max. I could sleep. I could sleep another 12 hours if I just drop my head on a pillow. But my body just keeps constantly waking myself up. So I can't do what you do. And once because once you hit your head, and if you're truly tired, you're out. But like once my body will wake up at a certain time, no matter how tired I am, and then it'll just keep waking me up and trying to keep me up throughout the school day and everything like that.
Yeah.
And my body's kind of so used to that, no matter how tired I am.
No, yeah, when I'm tired, I know that I can't really fall asleep during class or whatever. So I just power through it. My dad has an image of me. I got home, I put my bag down on the living room floor upstairs, and I just laid on the floor, and I was asleep snoring within 10 minutes.
The thing is, I cannot take a nap. Because if I take a nap, I'm taking a full 8 hours rest. You're not waking me up. That's the only reason I'd be like you. Is you usually time yourself and stuff like that. But if I take a nap during the day, a timer won't even wake me up. But usually if I
know who you are though, Mr. Glass Gamer. I know who you are.
Yeah, and it's just like it doesn't I can't. That's not how it works for my body. Like there's times where it's like no matter how tired I am, I'm like I really want to stay home. I can barely I could barely even convince my body to walk. My eyes, even when I wake up, my eyes are just they're like have you ever gotten so tired where your eyes are like forcing themselves to close?
I've had some of that situation like in school too. Like we're watching a video, I'm just like, God.
My teachers, okay. I don't think this. Okay, you listen to the teacher for like 40 minutes, and then you go home to do your assignment. Well, this is what I do. I usually like to pull out my laptop and do the assignment while the teacher's talking, because I've had times where I'm like, I need to take a nap, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and then like take like a power nap. And I remember one of my teachers woke me up last day and were like,
Mr. Glass Gamer, it's Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob. But what was I talking about? Oh, she was like, you know how rude it is for you to fall asleep when I'm teaching? I was like, I listen to you every day lecture me. I think you're really good at your job. You're really good at like getting the assignments through me, but I really need the nap. It's just one of those times where I need to take a nap.
Yeah.
And my
I
study hall
force
teacher's
myself.
pretty lenient about that. If I'm really tired, she'll let me sleep the class period.
Yeah, like I said, like
Miss
bo-
Murphy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like I said, my body won't do that. That's the only reason I wish I was like you guys, because you know, like my parents were more lenient. Like they've gotten so used to me. Like they're like, Carter, you look really crappy. That's because like I don't sleep last night. I would fall asleep for 10 minutes and I'd wake myself up.
I'm
I'd fall
subscribed.
asleep. And they're just like, we're not convinced. And I'm like, dude, I could like barely lock it. And then there was one time, like this year, that one of my teachers emailed my mom. She's like, "Did you almost fall asleep in class?" I'm like, I could barely and like one time I was so tired, I literally called. I called Jen and my dad or my mom. I'm like, Mom, you gotta pick me up. I could barely stay up right now. And they're like, no, that was your fault. You gotta go to school. And I'm like, Mom, you do not understand. I cannot. Like I'm about to literally drop. And they're just like, no, you gotta go still. So they don't care how tired I am as well. So that's another thing.
But when it's your parents, it's a different story.
No.
That's how
my
it is for my
mom.
parents.
No,
No
like
offense,
that,
Mom and Dad. I'm sorry.
that was my mom. That was my actual mom. I called my mom. I'm like, hey, like I can't. Like I'm just like, and they're just like, we don't care. You're going to school. I'm like, I literally cannot. You know.
Like,
But then Hex is just like, oh.
I'm tired.
It's
I've
just-
gotten
you're just
3
like,
hours
oh.
of sleep last night. Then
No,
I'll still
he's-
be up until 9 p.m.
Yeah, it's just like, wow, because like, there's times where I've like you've literally shown up to school and you're like, because you barely ever say this, but you know, and you're just like, Carter, you really look like shit. And I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
I know.
I think at the beginning of the year, I really struggled with like my sleep schedule because I was so used to my summer one, and like during my IEP meeting, all of my teachers said that I was falling asleep in class, and I remember like getting the worst lecture of my life during that. And I remember one night I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to bed right now. Just go to bed at 8 p.m. No,
You just couldn't.
I laid there for 3, 4, 5 hours.
Yeah, so that's when, like, going to bed on, like, a Sunday and then going to the next Monday. I'm used to a schedule where I can go to bed basically 1, 2 a.m. in the morning and then wake up at, like, 11.
Yeah.
And then having to switch that up the following night can be really difficult, but I have managed pretty well. I remember actually recently here, I woke, because I went to bed really early, and so I woke up at 3 in the morning, and I...
Oh yeah, you did that at my old apartment before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got up, and since I just immediately, as soon as I get up, I'm already, blanket is off, and I'm standing up.
I remember you told me you went back to your house because I remember I woke up at like 2 at night. You were still there. Opened my eyes again, and you were gone. You already went back to your house. So yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
you had that moment where, whenever you had a sleepover, you didn't like staying at anybody else's house, and you went straight back to your house after everybody was asleep.
I have a friend who does that where, even if we're neighbors, like, we used to be next door neighbors.
And he only likes
And
sleeping
I would-
in your own bed.
He would literally only come, he'd be like, let's have a sleepover. He'd be fine with it until he had to go to bed.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he had to go to bed, he's like, I don't know, man. And then, like, I would fall asleep, right?
Yeah.
And then I'd wake up, and he's gone, and the door's open. Like, the door's unlocked.
Yeah.
It's just,
Could you have like waited when I like woke up at least?
yeah.
Or just tell me that you were leaving.
Yeah.
Like, I think it'd be better if you told me that I was leaving so I could lock the door.
Yeah.
Than that, since I'm already going to bed. But I gotta go. So,
You have
my
to go.
mom's. Yeah, my mom's.
No, you're good. This is probably where we'll end it as
No,
well.
yeah, we're probably getting to it.
Yeah, we're nearing
Um,
on like an hour and a half, an hour.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that was pretty. I think the next time we do this, I'd like to talk about like dreaming and like stuff like that.
Dreams.
Yeah.
I think I've only barely ever remembered some of my dreams, like barely. But I could probably list off a couple. Of
I could talk.
I could
for a
talk.
while
Yeah,
about
I could talk for.
dreams.
I could probably talk longer than you because I dream.
Probably.
I dream.
Dude,
I dream every single night. And I used to
Dude,
be able to I
have a
mastered
good-
lucid
I have
dreaming
a
for a
good
while.
conversation about dreams. I have a really good conversation about dreams.
Anyway, so thank you guys for joining the random show. I'm not sure when. I think all of these podcasts will be like. I'll like have one, like. I'm gonna edit all of these. I think we'll like do like 8 or 9 or something.
I don't know
I can
for,
make, like, a
for
season.
sure. Like I know that this is gonna be the last episode on this channel, on
Yeah.
your channel, before we switch over to the actual That Random Show.
Yeah, go if you want to continue watching our podcast. I would
Channel.
suggest you go to the link in the description right now and subscribe.
Yes,
So
that is the link there. You guys can go subscribe to that. We don't know exactly the timing of podcasts or when they will be. It's fine. Don't move it. There's no need.
it's fine.
I accidentally kicked it.
Oh,
That's knocked his head off.
that guy's just
But,
gone.
Yeah, but thank you guys for joining today. This is where we're gonna end the random show.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I'm gonna upload like one like every other day or something if we were to do it.
I don't know about every day.
No,
or
I said
other
every
day.
other day. It just
Even
I still
better.
have to think of it. So, but thank you guys for watching the random show. Please like and
Like-
subscribe if you aren't already, and go ahead and go subscribe to
Yes.
Sub0285. And thanks Carter for joining us again.
Yeah, for being here.
So,
Yeah, that was
all right, see you
That
guys.
Random Show. I hope you guys enjoyed. You can go get ready to stop the stream.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm your co-host Sub-Zero, and Malachi is your main host. Make sure to subscribe to both of us and That Random Show to catch all our podcasts later on in the future. See you guys.